Alright, hi YouTube, and welcome to a Common Barn update. Now, apologies, it's been I think one of the longest amounts of time it's been between me putting a video up. I think it's easily over a month now since the last gala I went to. So I thought, you know, it was about time for some update videos. Now, I'm not going to lie, progress on Common Barn has been slow. I've been concentrating a lot on other things, i.e. the Engaged Shelf, Hems Lane, and that should hopefully get its own update video tonight as well. But I've done a few things on the layout, mainly loco work, but yeah, so we'll go ahead and we'll have a look. Now in the last video I was working on this area, redeveloping the scrapyard, and as you can see it's still being developed. I haven't got the signal box yet that I'm wanting for there. As soon as I get that I can really finish off the area. I don't want to do too much in this space because I don't want to take up too much room for where the signal box will go. Whether I'm going to still do those puddles or not I don't know. I've been playing around with this little hut, just a little ratio hut, which I'd like to incorporate somewhere there. But yeah, so not much has gone on. Over in the little scrap area, we've still got that, the garage and things I showed you last time. But you may notice the little the burnt out vehicle here. Now this is usually situated down the access road with a copper down there, just guarding the crime scene of where some thugs have burned out a car. Now this actually has moved because it has been added, well no, I'll start again. I saw something on eBay that I thought was cool and quirky, I thought that would fit in on Common Barn. And it was actually a Ford Escort with working headlights. It was a Bush item, but it was HO. When I arrived, the Ford Escort was, well, about the same size as a Mini from the Oxford diecast range for 00 scale, so it was very, very under scale. But not to waste it, I took it apart and took the headlight unit out of it, and this now lives in the burnt out car. It just gives a bit of it's just another feature. I know a scrapped burnt out car wouldn't have its headlights on, but it just gives something to look at. Now it can be operated on 12 volt DC from the control, but I've chosen not to, and I've gone to another battery powered item, and I'll just show you actually the whole thing. The car is actually now fitted to the side of the porter cabin, and the battery, if I show you, is mounted inside. So all I have to do is hook on, you know, hook one of the wires over the terminals on the battery, and we get some headlights lit up in there. Car needs refitting a bit, but yeah, and it all came to the grand cost of 99p, which for a headlight unit I don't think that's that bad. I'll show you some shots at the end of the headlights lit, and then I'm not trying to faff around with the camera and do that at the same time. So yeah, that is one thing that's been added, and that is it for the layout. Nothing else has happened on the layout. Like I said, I've been working on a few locos and things like that, and bits of stock. One bit of stock I've been working on is this dairy tanker. This is one of the Dapol tankers. I had a few of these and I stopped using them because they were 6-wheelers and they didn't overly like the tight curve out of the tunnel on Common Barn. So I've actually done is I've removed a wheel from out of there, so now it's only 4-wheel, and it goes nicely. But I am actually trying to modify the coupling on it to accommodate the Helgen rail car. It's just a quirky little local service that I like the look of, you know, the little rail bus pulling a dairy tanker. So that's one item that I've been working on. Another thing I've been working on is this over here. It's my EWS Class 20. I've been weathering the body up. It was in pristine from when I'd re-livered it. I'm not overly happy with the weathering on it. It's not come out how I wanted it to. It's probably something I'll go back to, and the camera really is making it look a hell of a lot worse than it actually is. But yeah, it's grubbing it up a bit, and it's headed in the right direction. So yeah, one thing I might add on here is some head cord discs. I do like 20s with discs, so that might be another feature I'll add to it. I'll add to it later on. But yeah, it's dirtied it up a bit, looking grubby, how I like my locos. So yeah, that's one of the locos I've worked on. Another loco I've worked on is, well, before I show you this, I'll say now, this is going to be very much a Marmite livery. But for me, I love it. But there's going to be a hell of a lot of people who hate it, including one of my good mates. You know who you are. But I've worked on this, which is the Black 08, and I've given it a yellow roof, yellow toolbox end. The workers down in Common Barn, they look after their pet shunters, and they also like the colour yellow. So we've just added a bit of an industrial theme here on this this Black 08. It's just made it a bit more striking, but I really like it. But as I said, there'll be a lot of people out there that don't, but there might be some that do. I think I might add a figure as well to this loco at some point. But yeah, so there you go. The Black 08 has received a bit more of an industrial colour scheme. And then the other loco I've worked on, well, not really worked on, but just added something to, is the Blue 08. And as you might be able to see, it's now sporting a Scotty dog on their transfer. So this Blue 08 is now from I can't remember the name of the depot, but up there in Scotland in the Highlands. I really like the Scotty dog loco, hence the large one up there. So I just thought, I did a bit of research, found out there were some 08s at the Eastleigh, is it Eastleigh depot? Found some pictures, so they did actually have these on. So now my Blue 08 is now from up there in Scotland. Oh yeah. And that is it. There's nothing else to show down on Common Barn for this update. Hopefully in the next update I'll have that signal box in and can finish that area. But we'll see. Christmas is coming up, so just watch this space. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And so thank you all for watching, and hopefully in the next update I'll have a bit more to show you. So yeah, alright, thanks for watching, and bye bye from Common Barn. Bye.